Okay, I don't come again. Now me be Mr. Pigeon English General, the one wey dey give una better tori for Naija series. Yawa don gas o. I don't know for this country, Yawa dey always dey gas o. This one now, where for gas? Na for Kano State. For inside NNPP. NNPP wey we dey feel say na the future of Nigeria politics, e don dey get k-leg o. You know say NNPP na dem bring governor for Kano State wey kasala come dey happen for court when e be say court go dey announce wetin dem no write. Many matter come dey happen, people come dey protest. Now NNPP come dey shake you. Wetin happen? Dem say one of the leaders of the NNPP wey dey call Major say Kwankwaso dey wan dey behave as if na him be the leader of the party. Meanwhile, he no be leader of the party. They come dey fight each other. Some part of Kogi state wey say that be Kwankwasia people, they wear their red cap. Another part wey say they be NNPP people, they wear their own same red cap. They fight each other for this country. Make una watch the news. Make una see say this matter wey they talk for Channels TV. No be small thing you, because the matter e never reach to settle.
Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. Let's get into the internal affairs of the NNPP, the New Nigeria's People's Party. Well, the crisis rocking that party is taking a rather new dimension, as now we've seen a group dissociating themselves from the Kano protest and the agitation against the judgment of the Court of Appeal. Now, this group, being led by a faction of the leadership of the party, led by Mr. Major, urging security agencies to target the group loyal to the presidential candidate of the party in the last election, Mr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. And there's been a protest to the different parts of the state, and even at the FCT in Abuja. Let me allow you to listen to one of the protesters in Abuja, Ladipo Johnson, who led the protest and a man loyal to Mr. Kwankwaso. So take a listen to him.
It's common knowledge that in 2023, with a few months to the election, the Kwankwaso political movement and the national movement, TNM, joined the New Nigeria People's Party, a relatively unknown party, without strong structures whatsoever, and were able to win Kano State governorship election resoundingly in a free and fair election, as they did in 2019 on the platform of the PDP. Sadly, the tribunal and the appeal courts have both recently obtained the overwhelming victory in two separate contentious judgments, which many legal luminaries have described as strange to the laws of the land, ignoring substantial justice, and in effect, snatching from the NNPP and the good people of Kano State a mandate freely given to their candidate, Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf. As Almighty God will have it, the CTC of the appeal court judgment is at variance with the judgment read by the three-man panel of the courts, clearly showing that the judgment was in our favor.
So then, there you have it. That's Ladipo Johnson, loyal to Rabiu Kwankwaso. But there was a press conference which held on Monday here in Abuja. There is a document, and the end of the document, this is where I'm very much interested now. There are 6 persons who signed this. In that document, signed by Major, Tag 2 National Chairman, National Secretary, National Vice Chairman, BOT Chairman, BOT Secretary, BOT Treasurer, and all of them dissociating themselves from Mr. Rabiu Kwankwaso. Tonight, I have Mr. Major. I'm not sure I'm able to refer to you as the national chairman of your party because there are a lot of contention on it. Thank you so much indeed for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Sean. Good evening, viewers.
You refer to yourself as the national chairman.
Not that I do. That's the position of the party as it
because
stands
the Rabiu Kwankwaso, they've said they've suspended you from the party.
Well,
you and some of your colleagues.
They are not members of our party. You heard him clearly now. He said they joined us last year for the purpose of the election. After the election, they joined us on the strength of an instrument, an MOU, which gave them the opportunity to run for various elected positions for the 2023 general election. In that MOU, it's explicitly stated that at the end of the election, they could go their way. Or rather, we come back again, to redesign that marriage and see if we would be able to continue or not. But when we saw the activities, we discovered that there's no way the marriage was going to continue. And so we had to ask them to go. And that's the situation now.
So you are referring to them, not Rabiu Kwankwaso. Rabiu Kwankwaso, as a presidential candidate of the NNPP, is a member, isn't it?
No, he's not. He has been expelled from the party. The likes of Ladiko
Who
Johnson.
expelled him? Who expelled Kwankwaso?
The BOT made a recommendation as constitutionally permitted, and then the National Convention okayed it on the 29th of August.
That was your presidential candidate.
Yeah.
How would you suspend your presidential candidate? I mean, there is a belief out there on the street that the party belonged to Kwankwaso.
No, that's not correct.
That Kwankwaso is NNPP, NNPP is Kwankwaso.
He joined us in March 2023. March 2022. He joined us in March 2022 after we had series of meetings and consultations. We ended these discussions in the country home of the founder of the party, in Umuawulu, a suburb of Oka in Anambra State, Dr. Boniface Okechukwu Anebunam. The pictures are there. That was where we agreed to firm up a relationship.
Dr. Anebunam is even not in the picture of this whole crisis right now.
Well,
because we have not heard his position whether he is of Kwankwaso or he is Agbo Major.
Well, the truth is that he stands for what is right for the party. So his position is clear. As the founder of the party, a life member of the party, and on whose shoulder rests the responsibility of ensuring that the party is stable, his position is very clear. Whatever would make the party make progress. And the only way the party can make progress, which he has done, is to key into the leadership, that is the NWC that I lead. And that is why he has, as a father, you don't expect him to come out every minute to say anything. But his position is very clear on all of this.
They suspended you and some of your colleagues.
They never suspended.
You suspended. You went to Lagos and you did a meeting and you said you suspended
We
them.
suspended them. We gave them an opportunity to appear before a committee. They didn't come and they were expelled.
Why would you say you suspend your presidential candidate? He was fit enough to be a presidential candidate, which you used.
Yeah.
Afterwards, you don't think that is fit enough again?
It's not that he was presidential candidate. Does not mean that he's over and above the constitution of the party. If you do things that are not in the interest, even the, in fact, the only person that cannot be suspended from the party, even for 1 minute, by the virtue of the provisions of our constitution, is the founder of the party. He is a life member of the board of the party. The implication is that you can't take him out or deny him membership even for 1 second. He's the only one that the constitution clearly states can never be suspended.
What is the grievance against Kwankwaso?
Well, in fact, if we have to start talking about it, it will take us the next 5 hours because we have seen things that we never expected. You know, we went into this marriage in good faith when they came to us. After they had tried about 3-4 other political parties, the PRP, the Accord Party, the leaders of these parties are my friends, and I knew where the discussions with them started and how it collapsed. It was because of this drive and this zeal to come and occupy where you have not sown. You know, the discussions had to collapse. And at a point, they came to us and they found a man who is very reasonable, a man who would always give you a chance, a man who would always deal with you in good faith and so on and so forth. And we gave them a chance.
It's not because you are making demands of them because they won in Kano. Is that another fact of the matter, is it?
That what?
That you are making demands because they won the Kano governorship. Is that a fact of the matter?
That is not the issue.
Did you make demands or not?
The crisis.
Did you make demands or not?
Not at all. Not at all. What kind of demands? Nothing.
In the MOU that you signed and the agreement subsequently after Kano, Kano became a maker of some sort, and that they said on their own side that they disallowed you. They denied you those kind of access.
That's not correct. These people are blackmailers. And you see, as wounded people who were not able to get what they wanted to get through the back door, they would go out there to say whatever they want to say. Well, the whole idea was, okay, this man is a good man, you know, he's somebody who listens and so on and so forth, so let us dominate him and then take over the party. That was what they wanted. But they found in us, you know, the commitment to ensure that that never happened.
But let me take you to...
And so they would go the extra mile to try to blackmail,
Is it in the interest of your party? Because you are obviously denying members of your party fighting for the interest of the NNPP in Kano.
It's one thing to fight. It's another thing for the right people to spearhead the fight. It's not for expelled members of our party to spearhead this fight. That's one angle. The second angle is that, you know, there are more decent ways of doing this fight. Not by inciting people like they are trying to do in Kano. Not by going to embassies like they did here. Not by calling people names. This matter is still alive in court. There's still another one more window, which is the Supreme Court. So why are we inciting the public against our democracy? Why would someone like Ladipo Johnson, the likes of Ladipo Johnson, Abba Kawali, who are not members of our party as it stands now, why would they be the ones doing that? So, Shaun, nobody is against the protest against what has happened in Kano. But what we are saying is the right people should be the ones protesting, not non-members of the party. They are members of Kwankwaso. And the governor is, of course, the governor, I understand, is also a member of Kwankwaso, but he's an NNPP governor. So what we are saying is the truth and the right thing to do is that the proper people who lead the party should be the ones spearheading this protest.
One of the arguments in court is the membership of the governor of Kano State, which is a major issue before the court, and is being which formed the premise upon which the Court of Appeal gave his judgment, and that's going to be appealed in the Supreme Court. I mean, what is your position as a leader of the party?
You see, it's unfortunate that we have to start discussing a matter that is still alive in court. But we'll try to look at it maybe from the peripheral level. Ordinarily, our attitudes towards this has always been that it borders on the internal workings of the party. We know where the problems are coming from. In this text, you would see clearly where we accused the then presidential candidate of being high-handed, and that his high-handedness denied them the opportunity of ensuring that the Kwankwaso movement keyed in properly into the party. It's an internal affair of the party. That's number one. Number two, this same document also clearly exposed the inadequacies and inefficiency of the then National Working Committee. There were certain things that probably they needed to have done, they never did. And these are the things that have created these openings. And that's why we are saying, since the rule of law is what drives the beauty of democracy, the matter is still alive in court. We don't need all of this. Our party is not a party for charlatans.
You have a major grouse about Kano. And what would that be? Are you in support of Abba Yusuf or not?
He was elected on the platform of the NNPP. So I won't be here to say I won't support or I won't do this, I won't do that.
But what is your grouse?
The matter is in court. Let's wait for the court.
So you do not want any street protest or any agitation?
There's no need for it. There's no need for it. What's the need for all of that? We saw them on TV making all sorts of names, calling people names and all of that, denigrating our judiciary. Is that the right thing to do? This is democracy, for God's sake. And the only institution that directs and positions democracy properly and protects it is the judiciary. So when you bring the judiciary on its knees, what are you achieving as a Democrat? It's not. So what we are saying is we have issues with this. But the truth about it and what we expect is that we have a more civilized way of lodging this protest. And the way to do it is to allow the courts to finish what they should do. We have implicit confidence in the ability of the courts to do what is right. And so we expect that by the time the rule of law takes its course and then the matter in court, which is at least there's still another opportunity, the Supreme Court and all of that, by the time it's over, we can now begin to analyze what really happened, how did it happen. But I can tell you, Shaun, that a greater chunk of the problem came from the inadequacies of the leadership of the party then, as well as the leader of the Kwankwaso group who didn't allow them to do what was right.
What is the way forward, 20 seconds?
Well, we need to be law-abiding. We urge the good people of Kano to be law-abiding. Since there's still one more window, we believe that the Supreme Court will do what it needs to do. And so we are not party to what they are doing. Our party stands for peace, we stand for justice. And so we expect that peace should be allowed to prevail until the Supreme Court finishes with this matter.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Rabiu Kwankwaso. Yeah, that is the name of the man there, the presidential candidate of the NNPP. And Mr. Agbo-Major, thank you so much indeed.
Thank you.
For I'm running away from calling you the national chairman.
You should have done that.
Until your
That's
party,
the right thing to do.
You guys need to resolve your crisis. I mean, I wouldn't be drawn into.
There's no crisis in our party.
Well,
because you are not privy to the provisions of our constitution.
According to
all
you,
that we have done are clearly in line with the provisions of our constitution.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. But that's our time tonight. I appreciate everyone. I'm sure Akimale. Bye-bye.
una don see am. Why be say this country na so fight gbos una dey give each other? If PDP no fight APC, PDP go fight PDP. Una remember that time wey be say Atiku wan contest for president for Nigeria under PDP, Wike e dey shout say e no go work, say him na PDP o, but e no go gree make im fellow PDP enter. Now when e be say NNPP go put their hands together, if possible, to even do measure with Labour Party so that they go fit fight the two ruling party for Nigeria. Now the same NNPP come dey get quarter. They fight each other, they rack each other. Kwankwaso wey suppose dey there as a godfather, they say he wan come impose himself as a leader of the party. Meanwhile, the party leader na him be Major. So Major say e no go fit work o, as long as say na him be the leader of the party. Make Kwankwaso stop to carry himself dey bring his shares come front as if na him be leader of the party. Na me be Mr. Pidgin English General, the one wey dey give una better tori and update for Naija series. Thank you.